Good morning, everybody. I just finished making a video, so now it's time to make a new one. So today is test plot day. So what that means is we are going to get a bunch of different varieties of seed. We're going to plant them side by side and we'll watch them grow all year, and then the company will come out, they will we'll take it off, we'll weigh it, or I guess they'll weigh it, and we'll get the data from that, and that helps the company plus myself figure out what varieties I should be growing on my farm. The cool part about this is the company will give you the seed to do the trial, so you know there's a little bit of a bonus there. It is a lot of screwing around, but today's a nice day. I don't have that many acres ready to go, so it's a good day to do this. Owen's over there prepping the other field. Let's go strike out this test plot and we'll wait for them to come. Also, I got my peas, like the green peas that we plant. That seed is supposed to show up today sometime too, so we'll all get that unloaded, or Owen will, depending on who's here at that time. Wrong one, there we go. Okay. I need to get the iPad, everything, turn you on, and we should be good to go for right now. Owen's got the fertilizer all set up, so we'll go fill this up. I always like to have a little bit on board so I can make a couple passes, and then we can, you know, start the day. Okay, we're full. Owen's gonna move that. And yeah, we'll just do a little bit of just striking out, getting ready for the Pioneer guys to get here. Okay, we are all striked out. I got this section here, it's ready to be planted into the test plot. So I just called him, he's on his way, so I am parked. Gonna shut her down and I guess just wait here till he gets here. This is, you know, this is part of the problem. I could just keep rolling today, but now it's the waiting game, but you know what, it is what it is. So I'll just get my boxes ready to go. Now there's a little bit of seed left in each one, which is fine. He's bringing a vacuum. We'll get them all sucked out, cleaned out. I'm not 100% sure how many varieties we're doing. He never told me, but I guess we'll figure it out when he gets here. Now we should be able to do, like, I'll be able to split the planter in half because I have a 6-row head, 12-row corn planter. So I'll be able to put one variety in the first 6 and another variety in the second 6. So once we get rolling, it won't take too long, that's for sure. So I guess while I wait, I am watching a video before I post it. And I'm downloading stuff off my GoPro to make another video. Just because I think I'm not busy enough, I do all the editing. We're just gonna suck all the seed out, put seed in. Moved. Steering. Okay. So this is gonna be the one brand we're gonna put in. It's gonna take a minute for me to. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Select additional hybrid. Add new hybrid. P0306 AM versus that, and we want to go 1, 2, 3. Hold on a second. We want this to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Done. And versus the DeKalb. You can see me cruising through the field. That half the planter is the Pioneer variety and the orange is the DeKalb variety. This is important. I want to make sure everything is spinning. I'm getting the proper fertilizer rate. I want to make sure there's no plugs. Try to make sure everything's 100% perfect. I'm even going a little bit slower to make sure it should be as uniform as possible. But it's looking good, and it's going to be a no-till test plot too. We got my next varieties. These are 2 brand new varieties, so that's kind of cool. To the other end. And they brought me Tim Hortons. That's pretty sweet. How nice of them. How Canadian of them. me this is the last variety of the test plot. Time to get rid of the John Deere hat. And nice brand new Pioneer hat. Yes, sir. Test plot's done. I'm officially out of seed. Here comes Owen and the heavy Chevy. Gonna slam 12 more bags in of another variety and carry on with the day. Also, fertilizer just showed up and he unloaded the peas. So that was just 12 bags. Normally I can fit 3 bags per unit and I can do about 86 acres on one fill-up, but that is one more variety that I'm trying. Like I said, it's always a bunch of screwing around, but I need to know from my knowledge if that variety is going to work compared to other varieties. I have my old faithfuls that I keep putting in places, but anyways, this is just one more variety, so I'll be able to finish this field with it. We're going to go to the next so I can have another side-by-side comparison to an old faithful. But that's what's going on now. Then we'll need fertilizer again and carry on. That's pretty much, yeah. Okay, we're all finished up the other field that was the test plot. Just gonna unfold here, get some fertilizer, and we'll start the next field. I cannot believe how many acres I have in already. It's only May 1st. And it's actually a little bit scary at the same time, because it's only May 1st. There is big risk involved in this. As in, you know, we can still get freezing temperatures and freeze off all the corn, and then I'm gonna have to go and do this all over again. But what do you do? When the conditions are right, you gotta go. So here we are planting in some worked ground now. This is what Owen worked this morning. He's doing a really nice job back there. Now you can, I don't know if you can see my trash whippers or not, but you can see they're just hardly turning, almost just flicking little stuff out of the way. I have not touched those at all since I went from no-till to tilled ground. It seems to be doing exactly what I want. Throw a little bit of trash out of the way. It's not leaving any big ridges, so we're not going to be bouncy. It's still going to be smooth. I mean, this field is tabletop now. Let's go see what kind of job we're doing before we get too far into this. We just started here. Everything is looking good. Oh, geez, windy. Keep the wind off you guys. All my chains. This one's a little bit. There we go. All right, let's do some digging. Where are you, little seed? Oh, right there. Just a little over 2 inches. That is all right. I can deal with that. That's good. Yeah, that is nice. Let's get to it. Hey, maybe you might want to put that fertilizer wagon inside. Not looking very good over to the west there, or east, whatever, just over there. Anyways, my weather says we're gonna get 100% chance of rain at 4 o'clock. So we'll at least get it away, and I'll keep planting until I get rained out, and if I need more fertilizer, we'll pull it out and fill it.
Sure. Sounds good.
Yeah, bye. That's how we're gonna deal with that. That is the west. We are correct. The west. Yep. It's coming. Well, that sucks. I didn't think it was supposed to rain today. Oh well. So conveniently, we were at the home farm, so I wish I got it on tape, but I missed it. I put my fertilizer lids on. My brother took my son's 50 and rode it all the way down so he could put it in the bucket and take it back. We're definitely going to get rain though. That wind is picking right up. So we'll, if we don't, or if I need fertilizer, I can just have them bring it out. We'll fill again and just do everything on the safe side, because you do not want to get urea wet. It's just not good. And with the wipers on, when I get to the other end, I'm folding up and heading to the shop and see what happens. Or it's going to downpour and I'm going to be pulling up and swearing, one or the other. Well, we made it to the other end. One more round. Let's do it. I'm not going to be happy until I get poured on. Let's go to the other end. All right, I one more round myself to death till I got to the acres I thought was respectable. We'll put this away for now, and we'll see what a couple hours brings. I'm gonna need fertilizer anyways, and I don't want to fill in the drizzle, so we'll just put it away and see what happens. Okay, well, it seemed to have just hit, it went away. The storm just broke right up. So, gonna get fertilizer in here, get my lids back on. We're gonna go back out there and keep going. It looks like there's another system coming at 6. So, the race is on. How lovely. My wife brought me a Big Mac. It's gonna be good. Good morning, everybody. It's a Sunday. It's gonna be awesome. Corn planter's loaded. Gonna get some diesel 7710. We're gonna load some seed. It's time to get some acres in today. Soybeans are gonna be happening. Not congestion at the diesel pump. Loaded up here, then we're going to take fertilizer down to my farm, or the farm that I'm going to plant, but he can come back here and start planting beans. We're gonna squeeze through here. Through the field here, we're gonna kind of look at some conditions. So we have a weed problem. I'm actually, as soon as I'm done planting this piece, I'm actually going to get the sprayer. We got to spray this, but we'll hop out and we'll check the job that we're actually doing, because we're no-tilling right into it. You can see all my lines. Anyways, before I hop out, you know, we're starting to plant beans today, and you know, I've talked with other farmers in the area, and some farmers say it's too early to plant beans, and some farmers say send it. You know, there is risk involved in planting this, you know, anything this early, because it, you know, it's May 2nd. Yeah, May 2nd. You know, but it's not my first time planting beans this early, and it probably won't be my last. But you know, you could get a freeze, and if all the corn that I've planted already, it could freeze. The beans that we're gonna plant, it could freeze. But if I wasn't willing to take a risk, I wouldn't be farming. So we're gonna send it, boys. Let's go. All right, let's get out and check this job here. So by far, this is one of the worst fields I have for weeds, hands down. I should have been taking control a little bit earlier. Nothing I can do about it now. This is not going to be an issue though. So you can see, like, that's pretty weedy, but you can see the job my planter is doing. Like, we don't have any weeds in the row. We're flicking, you know, there we go, flicking it right out by the roots with the trash whippers. And yet again, I have not touched those yet this season. You know, and you see me in the last video, I was doing work dirt. See if we can find our seed. Maybe I didn't plant anything. What's going on here? Maybe I'm not in there. Good thing we're just getting rolling. There it is, right there. I just disturbed them. Just disturbed them. So you can see, actually, this is a little bit moist. You can see the blades compared to the sandier stuff that I was doing, and there was no sidewall compaction. One would wonder if furrow force would be the way to go. Anyways, where did I just do with him? There he is. Let's put him back to where he belongs. But yeah, no, we're 2 inches down. I'm happy with that. So let's keep planting. But yeah, I really can't complain with the job my planter does in these types of conditions, because this is pretty intense. Well, first, actually this is the second fertilizer plug in the year. Trusty, rusty screwdriver. And then we have a peek down the hole. We can see through it. Put it back together. Need 2 hands. And I don't like it sitting that way. So yeah, I can tell because there's a hole right here. So once it plugs here, it comes up and spills out. So just spread that urea out, and it'll get used up by the rest of the plants. Okay, back at her. field. We'll back this back into the shop. Actually, I gotta look at the one hydraulic ram on the wheel over there. It's full of fertilizer and it's up. It wants to sag, and then you can rephase the cylinders, and it seems to be, it'll go back to where it needs to be. Anyways, it seemed to be fine when I was planting. It was just when I was trying to hold it up, you know, getting to from the fertilizer area to where I left off, it would just keep sagging and sagging. Anyways, that's probably going to fail eventually, so it's in the shop. Let's go get the sprayer loaded up and we'll decide if it is too breezy or not to spray. Okay, put the iPad in place. So we gotta set up the field view. We just got to the field. I got my sprayer right there. We're going to make that active. That is correct. Set up my rate. Application. We're just doing a burn down. Just you're gonna use Roundup or glyphosate. There we go. Okay, let's get it unfolded. Sorry. Well, I only got the perimeter done. And that wind just picked right up, so that's all for maybe later tonight I can spray, and if I do, I will video that. But for now, I think that's all I got for you. I'll probably have to bring some seed to my brother later today. You guys have a good one. Like and subscribe. Isn't that a pretty sight? Okay, I'm just here picking up the seed. He has enough to finish. And I'm going back home. That's a night. I'm tired.